come on over here. Cueing the thing over here for now. Anthony, I'm thinking right here. Alright. So, part of that, like where we're talking about with like getting close to the ground, when that's going to be when we're like in doing jiu-jitsu, that's going to be getting our hips into here, okay? So if even if like a guy is able to get on and get you past here, you know, that's when he's able to start smashing it. You understand what I'm saying? If we were laying down in a position instead of you taking me down, okay? If you were able to get that all under here and push that forward, then you were able to smash it past, go to a back, do all that kind of stuff. Okay, so it's going to be, this is kind of my strike zone for my hips in there, okay? So if Anthony's came in just on a like straight double leg, just real slow, just into a double leg, right in here, okay? And he's got his hands locked, and I might be, you don't have to, but I might feel that he's starting to lift as I'm getting all this pressure down. Then I'm going to shove my hips into this area. You understand what I'm saying with that? Then all of a sudden, I'm getting down into here, and I'm starting to get an angle here, trying to find a way to, get him off balance, okay? Because, see how I'm still even cutting an angle there? Because if I go straight back here and try and do this, Anthony's going to shoot this knee through my guard, right straight through here into the guard, above it. Nope. Yes. This is how you be a jerk with it. If we're double legging and the guy's going straight back, I'm shooting that knee through right here and starting my pressure instantly. Because I don't see how Anthony's blocking off that space here. Okay, I'm almost thinking defensively with a good guard from that. Okay, go ahead, go back. So I've got to like cut the angle with my hips a little bit and find the door that can get me into that space with my hips and my guard. Okay? And then at the same time, this guy's thinking of, when I'm going to take somebody down, I'm not just thinking, let's get him to the ground. I'm thinking a couple steps ahead, how am I going to pass the guard after I do this? Okay? Because make no mistake about it. Well, after the double, and I cut the angle, but we'll stay right here. This is my advantage. Okay? I am over the arms. Okay? And this is a Muay Thai thing. Okay? If we're talking MMA, I'm just going to go. And I'm going to melt here and go. I'm going to keep my elbows down. I'm going to keep locked in here. And I'm just going to strike and start to get off angles here. And start to make this guy do something. Okay? If I feel him pull back and start to get on his hips here, like get your hips down and like try and posture up. And I start to feel that, that's a good time to use that momentum with my feet, okay? I'm going to have a whole hell of a lot more harder time trying to do it from here when he's got all this pressure in me, okay? I more want to pull that in and use my elbows, because if he's winning this battle in here with his elbows, go ahead and get your hands in. Yes, now I'm in trouble a little more. Okay, now I got to push down, and then that ends up in my diaphragm and stuff. So I kind of want to peel this out and then start to work to here, winging all this out. That gets his arms away from his body. Okay, and it allows me to keep mine nice and tight in here. All right? Now, when we're striking from here, we're going to talk a little more about MMA stuff and kind of build on some grappling from that, okay? If I see, once Anthony's like postured up a little bit here, and he's going to strike, if I see this hand coming, I want to put pressure on my left leg here, okay? So as that strike comes, I'm just sliding off this way. Okay, and then he goes to posture back up into the center here and hit me with this one. I'm just coming here. Okay, and the whole time the hands are up. Okay, but what that's doing is, see how it's taking me away from his power? See where he's ended up landing with that strike pretty much? That's what we're after with it. And it doesn't have to be me physically going here, right? I'm using way too much upper body and doing this. I want to use it with that leg. When he comes here, I'm just forcing this leg this way. Okay? Alright. So, for our drill, one guy's going to be in the guard, another guy's going to be up here. Okay? Keep your hands pretty tight because we don't want to bust them on the ground. Okay? So we're still going to strike with a good strike, but to have some control to where we don't want to smash this guy in the face. Okay? Guy on bottom, we're going to have our hands up here. And nice and slow, Anthony will just come with his right. Boom, but at my face though. Okay? And then his left. Good. Right. And we're just drilling back and forth. And keep going now. Got it?
Sir.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, just go right there. Good. You guys are in the groups. Go ahead. Good. Yeah. So we'll start like with a locked guard there, and then you open it up, but you still don't like let it go with that other leg. You know what I mean? You still want to keep this tight when you see this coming, and you put more pressure. Just push with this thigh. Yes. Feel that? Good. Don't use your arms. Keep the frame. Just use the leg and let it push your hips over there. Because here's where it is. Don't move this. Move this. And then this will come. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? So you're going to use this to move this. Alright, and all you're going to do is put it over here. So this comes. Nope. This comes. Feel where. Yes, like you're like scissoring it off, but you want to move your hips more. Here, let me do that. So watch here. I'm almost gonna like put it on top of that leg. Okay, because I still, even if you go, say you go here, and I just go like that, see how my upper body's over here? I'm still in a good position to get cracked with that. You know what I mean? I got to make a bigger movement and throw you off balance. So I'm going to use my hips to do that. If I do like this, I'm not moving you at all. But if I do it with this, then I throw you as you go. So go ahead and throw that punch here. See what I'm saying? See how my hips are completely changing direction here? And then I'm making you chase me back into this guard, and I'm using that momentum to cut you back off here. Keeping this leg sealed tight up against your ribs, then you come back the other way, boom, and I'm just sealing off. Okay? But the hips gotta change direction as we do this, okay? Like pendulum. I should feel pressure with that leg when it comes. Boom, yes, absolutely, good. More tightness, that's perfect, yeah. Right, I mean like as in, I'm probably using the wrong word, as in you want to keep that tight, and then you just increase it there to snatch yourself over just like that. Much better. See how far I got chasing now? Wow. Don't use them arms. Legs, yeah. Keep them legs tight. Hips and legs tight. There we go. More. Next time. Hop on over here. Good job. So, that's why I like the guard tight here. Okay, I don't want to start this with a loose guard, because then he kind of moves too much. What I'm going to do is seal the lock still. Okay, right now, this closed guard is good because I have a lock there and here. I'm applying pressure in 2 spots. My hips and my feet. Okay? From here, once I see that punch coming, I'm going to keep that locked with pressure on top and pressure on bottom here. Okay? I still want to have control. I even got my heel to my knee right here. Okay? So it's not a lock guard, but technically it is closed. You understand what I'm saying here? But it's not locked up, it's just closed. Okay? I'm keeping this pressure here. That's going to do so many more things. It's going to disrupt his movement coming back to throw this way, and it's going to allow me to just feel him coming that way when I do this. Then I don't even have to like see, oh shit, that punch is coming over here, the eyes get you in trouble. Yeah. It's kind of how you got to be in here, hands up, not really looking to see what's coming, but feel it. And when I feel the other hand coming, I just go instantly. Boom. It's like I'm not even giving him a chance to load it up here. Go ahead. I just feel it. Okay? And then at one of these points, I get him off balance, pressure them, boom. Right? Yeah. Understand what I'm saying? We're just loading ourselves into better positions every time here, keeping control of that guy's diaphragm. Okay? Because that's what's going to give him problems. Alright, and what I got to prevent, go ahead on your back. If I hit this double leg, alright, and he has locked this guard up, the one thing I got to prevent is him locking his hands out here. Okay? That'll be a little easier to prevent in MMA. A lot easier to prevent in pro MMA. Okay? Because one of the things that we were just talking about with Muay Thai, the guy with the high hands wins. That's why you see Muay Thai guys stand up so much. Okay? The guy with the high hands is going to win that elbow fight and the punching fight. Okay? That's why they do that. And what it is once I'm here and that guard's locked in, I'm locked in that position. You understand what I'm saying? You've got me locked in a position for you striking wise, not only grappling wise, where you have your whole body against the top half of mine, but striking wise, you have the Muay Thai advantage instantly and a lock on it. Okay? You ever see the Tony Jaa movies where he jumps up here on the guy, latches on, and like, ding, bring an elbow? You've got that spotlight. The guy is like giving it to you and grabbing it. You understand? You have had to do no work to get yourself into this position. It's a great spot. Okay. Grappling wise, what I gotta prevent is that guy getting these arms locked behind me here. Okay? And do you see what I'm doing here with my hips? Alright. I'm like, yeah, I might get up here onto his chest, lock these arms, and now I'm here. Alright, feel how uncomfortable that is? Yeah. This is where Gordon Ryan starts to do his best work, okay? And this is where I go with that knee in the butt crack here. This is a bad spot for a lot of people, especially with a tall guy, because I can get a lot of length out here with my leg, and I can get a lot of separation from the hip, okay, or from the lock to his hip, okay? And that's really what I want to do, because if we're like real tight in here, and Anthony's got this guard lock on, I'm tight, okay? And he's got his hands available, he's going to be pulling me in with other stuff, changing angles, it's going to be hard, okay? At least, even when we're out here, if I get a knee in this guy's butt, at least what it does is make him move his hips off, and what the guy will do is he'll move over here. Yeah, he'll just keep doing that, and then you can just go to the other side here, and the whole time I'm just working these hips down, alleviating the advantage that he has. You understand what I'm saying with that? Getting this all the way to here the whole time, being ready for Anthony to roll up, let go of that lock, and start a like technical lift. Because then I gotta beat him. Okay? And the key here is not to just race. Right? He's already decided he's coming up. Okay? You're gonna win that race. Even though we're here, if I just try to get up from here, your legs are on top of me, I'm having all this, all of a sudden that shoots and you're damn near in the stance. In the pocket, and I'm trying to find a way up like a freaking baby or something, you know what I'm saying? So what I gotta do here when that explodes is get some weight, right? And get some pressure here, okay? And then you start to shoot out here, and I'm still, right? We might become, but I've made sure that I'm gonna win this race. That might mean I have to slow it down a little bit, but if I'm not ready for that, then I'm in trouble. If I go and put me in guard, if I've gone to this and worked all this down with no worry about you doing that, and you let go and do a technical lift on this side, and he kicks off, I'm freaking off on this back. I have to be ready here, 50-50, right? And even when we decide to go 100% one way, whether it's boxing, grappling, defense, offense, you still got to be ready to go 100% the other way at a fucking drop of a dime. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? And that doesn't come without, that's nothing like, it's your stance and your balance. Okay? With boxing, like with us, our way too forward, if we get caught by a guy in those moments, if we get caught by a guy in those moments, we don't got anywhere to go here but face first on the ground. Okay? So we've got to, when we go forward there, have that little, about being lighter on that front foot. Yes, sir. Okay? When we're on the ground and we're putting pressure down and we're locked in and we have to go to here, now all of a sudden I've got all this pressure here, but I've still got weight on this leg and I'm kind of like manipulating this one here. That way if he does kick me, I'm already almost up in the stance too. I'm still like technical lifting. You understand what I'm saying with that? I'll just change the position a little bit. Okay? So if he's technical lifting from his back and going to get up, and I see that going, I don't just try and get up, I get a little pressure, and I start my technical lift, and I just keep some weight on it. John Jones, zero gain. Hey Kyle, John Jones, zero gain. You stayed on pressure on that head and just melted him. He beat him to technical lifts. You know what I mean? He got it on the ground, beat him to technical lifts, kept pressure on him, get him up against the cage where he has nowhere to go back, lock that in, and say, I'm sealing off here. Good luck getting through steel.
Yeah.
Understand what I'm saying with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's go ahead and take a little breather. Get our boxing gloves and stuff ready.
Okay.
And we'll get in boxing class.
Yes, sir.